Okay, so we're ready to 3D print our model that you've made in Tinkercad. So I've just opened the up 3D print window, and I'm going to load in the model. So if we go to File, Open, and that's the model there, because I know it's in my downloads. You'll have it stored in a different place, and there it is. There's a 3D model there. I'm going to just click this auto placement button on the side here, and it'll better put it in the best position. You can also load in more than one model to print at a time, and you might find you have to do that if you've got a class group and there's about 30 of you trying to print. It might be quicker to load 2 or 3 models on at the same time, but we're going to load just one for the moment. The next thing you need to do is initialize the printer. Now I'm just going to check that it's on. Yep, and it's beeping away, and that's just to really talk between the printer and the computer to make sure everything's good, and it warms up the computer and everything goes from there. So, computer's happy, the printer's happy, and the next stage is to press the print button. And this window will pop up. Ignore this window. Don't change anything in this window, just move on to the next stage, so press OK. What you'll find is down the bottom here, it'll say it's sending all the data through, so the more complex the model, the longer this will take. And now it will tell me it's going to take 1 hour and 7 minutes and use 10 grams of material. So we could basically print 100 of these out per roll of filament. So we're looking at about 30 to 40 cents worth of materials to print this out, which is quite cheap really. Okay, once you've said OK, it will start the printer. This may take a few minutes, but it'll get there. So the first part of the plastic, it just extrudes out any cold rubbish that it might have had in there, and it'll start laying out a bed. The first part is just to put down some plastic for your model to stick to. So the first part is not actually your model, it's just a base that it gets put onto. And then the next stage, it goes from there and slowly lays it out. This does take a while. Remember, it's about an hour for this key ring. So this is a bit further along, and it's starting to do it. As you can see, it does like a honeycomb on the inside to save materials. And then once you're finished, you can take all the bits off. You will find that you need to peel it off. There might be a little bit of trimming, but it's all done and dusted and you're ready to go.